Instagram's not working out, granary's too exclusive. Is Vero the Goldilocks social media app that'll solve this homelessness issue that some of us photographers are experiencing on digital media platforms? If you haven't seen it already, I made a video about Granary, which is a social media photo sharing platform specifically for the film photography community. Some call it a breath of fresh air, while others call it a little bit too discriminatory because it's kind of only welcoming film photographers and not any digital stuff. And in that video, I did see some of you mentioning that Vero is the new wave that I should be hopping on, and it's technically not new because it's been around since 2015. I even remember the very moment that like people were promoting it, but this is also around the same time that Instagram was killing off Snapchat because they just introduced stories. So Instagram pretty much won in that era. The first pro worth mentioning is that there's a desktop app and an iPad one if you care about that. And I know that mobile experiences are always going to be a priority for platforms like this, but for people like me, I kind of like consuming photos and videos on a bigger screen, like my desktop or my laptop. It's kind of nice. Plus, we are allowed to upload on the desktop, so that makes it very convenient because most of my files are on my laptop anyways, and airdropping it over and doing all that I need to do to make the post look a little bit more pretty. It's an extra step that could be saved when uploading on the desktop, and I'm glad that Vero allows us to do that. But it is a little weird that it's an actual application that you have to download and go into instead of a web-based one like Facebook or Granary. So it's kind of like taking you out of your browser and you can't just like tab everywhere. But if you care to know, that's what it is. The desktop app is in beta. The second pro that I really enjoy is the tilt function in this app to enjoy horizontal photos. And comment down below if you've never compromised your photographic or creative integrity by only shooting vertical to appease the Instagram overlords that are ruining our lives. But I'm a hypocrite because I totally include one horizontal photo so that it's a little bit more eye-catching on the platform, and then you can see the photos that I'm trying to show you. Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game. To do this, you just gotta click the photo, turn your phone sideways, and then you can enjoy that horizontal photo and appreciate the artistic intent. And you could zoom in and it holds that zoom, unlike Instagram where you kind of have to hold your finger there. It's a little bit annoying, but Vero got you covered. The third thing is that collections feature on the home feed where it kind of just compartmentalizes what you see on your home feed. You can only see photos or you could only see videos or something else. And I really like that because on Instagram, when you kind of get a whole mixture of everything, especially the stuff that they're trying to recommend you, like other people's reels that you don't even know, let alone their photos, that is hella annoying. Get that out of here. So Vero really solves that problem. And if I just want to see my homies' photos, I can do that, and I really like that. Number 4 is all about those clickable links. This reminds me of the day when I made my first ever YouTube video and I posted the URL in the caption of an Instagram post, and then my homies had to put their phone down on their desk and type out the URL character by character, and that was when I knew I was gonna be a star. No, but honestly, this is a really good feature because if someone is referencing something in their photo post, like announcing a photo book, for example, they can just click on the link right then and there and it'll just take you to their website where you could buy it. There's one less click and everybody has, an attention span of 1.5 seconds nowadays, so it's just less clicks. It's very efficient. Plus, it actually clicks you out of the Vero app so that you go into a browser, unlike Instagram where you have to do some Instagram browsing and it's kind of dog water, so I hate doing that. All right, this last one is interesting and it could be a pro, but it's a selection of who you want to post to when you're actually posting. I know some photographers and other people who have kind of like a Finsta or a second account where they just post whatever they want to feel free and just show their close friends about what's going on in their lives. But with this function, you could actually select right from the get-go of who gets to see it. And it's pretty convenient because all you need to do is just move a slider. And for me, I kind of don't really care, and this is kind of a perfect transition into why I kind of don't like Vero and my true opinion about it overall. All right, let's talk about this UI, and this is the first thing that started turning me off to this app. What is with that gradient behind every photo? It's probably a blurred out version of the post, and then they're just kind of putting it back there for context. It's too much, in my opinion, just visually distracting. Just make it simple. Black background, white background. That's what works. Just having all of that is a little bit too much. By the way, just a quick tangent, but I'm curious. Do you guys put on dark mode on all of your apps? Because on Instagram, I leave it that standard white background because I feel like it's kind of replicating a book/gallery, but I know a lot of people run dark mode because it's just easier on the eyes, just cooler. I don't know. Comment down below. I'm curious. Also, the look and the feel, the colors of the app, this my personal preference. I don't really like it. And this is the last con, which is probably the reason why I really don't like Vero. It's because it's trying to be everything. You ever hear that phrase of something like, if you specialize in one thing, you'll attract a few, but if you try to specialize in everything, you'll attract nobody? Some variety of that phrase. I may have just pulled that out of my The point is that Vero is literally a blender of all social media platforms ever made, and I don't think that that's going to make this one last. Even back in 2015, when everybody was making a lot of noise about this app, I peeked in, I saw the movies, the TV shows, and games tab. That was still there back then, and I was just like, nah, I don't care about any of that. And I get it, Vero is trying to be the true social media app, the one-stop shop for this marketplace of ideas and creatives, but that's the thing. One-stop shop, this shop is stopping me in my tracks. It's like MySpace mixed with Facebook, mixed with Letterboxd and Audible and Instagram and... This isn't a dating app. I don't really want to see everybody's interests all at once. If I'm interested in you, just meeting up and stuff like that, I'll ask you about it. I don't need to see all that displayed. It's not a dating app. I came for the photos and this ain't it, chief. So bottom line, in my opinion, Vero is not the solution to this Instagram problem. I honestly don't even think it's a good sharing platform for photographers, despite having like really good features. Yeah, I think some people will enjoy it more. I like the concept of Grainery for film photographers specifically, but I think there's a lot to be implemented to make it more smooth. But if Grainery is considered too narrow and Vero is too broad, then that means Instagram is that Goldilocks app. And we can't be having that. And that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is just my opinion about Vero. To be honest, I'm a little bit exhausted by all this wave of social media platforms and where we should go with our photos. It's getting a little bit tiring, so I'm going to take a break off of social media in that aspect. But if you want, share your thoughts down below in the comment section. I am very genuinely curious about what you guys think is going on this platform, or just so on and so forth. Like this video so that it grows, and subscribe if you want to see that interview about Grainery that will be coming out sort of soon, and it's going to be a good one because I'll be asking a lot of hard-hitting questions, and I will see you in that next one. Peace.